both my eye and ear will help each other augment themselves, and sending signal to my brain. So, and that two beautiful faces have to be seen. Why you guys hide, I don't know. So,
Yes, sir,
uh,
true.
we'll start in few minutes.
Yes, sir.
So,
Great for everybody.
mm, mm. And you should also take a active role in helping some of the papers to be reviewed.
Yes, sure, sir.
Reviewed.
I will.
Yeah, yeah. And, only those things we are thinking about it. Mm.
Yes,
And at the end of the meeting, after your questions and all, uh, uh, as one of the panel members, people may ask you questions, and you guys may also ask questions to other authors if you have any questions and clarifications. And that has to be the way, or else no point of just listening and um, um, afterwards we finish. So that is the conferences, I understand, because you may not have interest. These are special lectures, so one has to put their mind, heart and soul to see what the speaker is communicating to us, what new things.
yes,
So
sir. I agree. So lecture series are more about discussions, discourses, and even something that comes like
yeah,
a collaborative effort. So there is a lot that we can
yeah,
discuss
yeah,
other
yeah,
than how we do it in conferences where we get to hear a lot and then we try to absorb everything. The
that's right, that's right.
conferences, seminars are for that purpose, whereas the
That's right.
lecture series always gives way for to interaction and not just
Mm,
that, even a lot of other analysis happens in our minds too. Each
yeah,
speaker
yeah,
comes up with some of their own working and
mm, mm,
research or some of their academic pursuits,
yeah,
which
yeah,
definitely gives way for others, the audiences, to make their own work go in a different direction or give lot of other perspectives as well. This is how I feel, and that's how I become a keen listener while the speakers are going on.
if I add one point, this is where the difference comes. I am not looking at the people as audience. I want them to be an integral part by becoming a participant. So when they create a dialogue, so you are already becoming a participant, not just simply an audience. It is not a Sunday mass where somebody will keep on preaching and I say, oh, hallelujah. And that is not, it should not be like that one at this type of presentation. So, mm,
But I have to tell you, today being the last day, and the
mm,
second day when Pavanjit Kaur ma'am was giving her lecture, uh,
yeah,
that is when I really felt there is this telepathy happening between the speaker and myself. If I have to talk
absolutely.
only about myself, you today
Absolutely.
happen
Mm,
to say the word which becomes my topic,
yeah,
integrity, becoming an integral part, which is what I chose today to speak about. And even
yeah,
on the other day when Pavanjit ma'am, Kaur ma'am was talking, everything that was happening in my mind, I wanted to ask her, or whatever I wanted to ask her, she was coming up with such a thing where our
mm,
minds are meeting externally, but
mm,
what is
mm,
the sync that is happening is something that is
mm,
inside or inwardly that was happening. And today I have to say that this is again happening by God's grace that you have come up with that point, integrity becoming an integral part. And today's my topic is also uh, based on that point
Yes,
itself.
that is good.
Thank you.
And today only I saw the topic ethics. That is very, very important for everything, particularly in the case of science. I am not discriminating social sciences. Science is a systematic way of study is called science, in my opinion. That is the definition. So for that one, ethics is important. Because your supervisor doesn't know, or your guide, PhD guide doesn't come and see whether you really obtain data or you are creating data. There are two ways: producing data, creating data. There are two different things. So ethics is important, and you chose a very good. In fact, management and ethics, in the sense, it applies as an academician between supervisor or advisor to the student. So it can be diversified in the application. That is wonderful.
I
Uh,
I have
then
not, I have even taken it up like a case study. So one or two analogies I have chosen. Most of
mm,
them are real stories that have already happened, and we
mm,
can connect with them faster, and we will be able to understand. I'm thinking that all of us will be able to understand them from a very,
mm,
very personal point of view and then come up with our own analysis. I'm hoping so that I will make
mm.
some sense with that.
Uh, From my time, the way I'm looking at it is 1 more minute is there to start. If any others want a comment, you have 1 more minute before Aruna starts her today's program. Anybody else? There are 7 people already here. So anybody has a
Just wait
question?
for another 2, 3 minutes and then
Mhm.
just join.
If not, if you are ready, Aruna, the stage is for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Actually, since last 3 to 4 years, I'm conducting all these um, uh, academic and research orientation programs like conferences, seminars, workshops,
Mm,
and along with this, some publication assistance to all the researchers and academicians. This is the first and maybe by God's grace, this is the last which I couldn't open my video because of my health issues.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
that is fine. That is understandable.
yes,
You
sir.
said in the first day itself. That is fine. Mm,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And this journey is along with all of you, this journey is very colorful and very meaningful. It is going on, sir. I don't know when it has been incepted and the inception, the exact date and time of the inception of this particular platform. But usually my guru, Professor Raghubabu sir, used to say me that why can't you start your own journal? Because by 2013, when I had joined and when I am continuing my PhD, I have more than 60 international journal publications, sir. So that time he used to say me, why can't you start your own journal? Because you have these many innumerous journal publications with you. But I don't, at that time, I don't know how to start and what exactly I have to do likewise. But God has given me one chance to come in front of all of you by starting a great platform, Sidvi Foundation. And Sidvi Foundation had given me very enormous exploration over the nations, and by all the stalwarts like S. Rao sir and some other international jury members and editorial team and national editorial and jury members, especially my well-wishers and my friends like Dr. Gayatri ma'am. We had started this Sidvi publication house also and one journal also. So this journey, I request one and all, uh, please, you please try to explore it to some other persons whom I don't know personally. Because why I'm requesting this is, in I could say happily that in every of our event, I could see the new faces and new persons are joining. So it may be by the hard work of the team, Sidvi Foundation, who are continuously mailing by collecting some mail IDs and mailing to particular academicians and researchers. Those who are interested, they are joining. And one more important promotion is only the mouth canvassing given by our previous and old participants and presenters. So one presentation they are one person is giving in our event or any conference. Definitely they are bringing us some other participants and presentations for the next event. This is the main positive feedback and positive sign of Sidvi Foundation's exploration, I can say proudly. This is not only the achievement of me and my team, this is the achievement of the whole like whole persons who are associated with the Sidvi Foundation. So I thank each and everybody who are giving their inputs and insights and valuable guidelines and advices all the time. As I'm thinking about Sidvi Foundation, as well as you people also thinking about Sidvi Foundation, and you people also giving me some important suggestions and advices how to go ahead and how to make some other new events, make some other new research orientation and academic orientation programs. So I thank each and everyone who are giving their valuable time and valuable suggestions and advices to me and Sidvi also. And by this, I would like to announce our futuristic events like very soon on 5th of September, we are going to conduct Guru Pratibha Puraskar. And so I request each one of you, it's a chance to make us to be honored on the platform of Guru Pratibha Puraskar. As a teacher, it is a highly accomplished achievement to all of us. So I request each and everybody, whomever joined or here, please promote this message to some other people, some other friends and colleagues who may be interested and who may be who can have some good chance to meet all of you and all of us, and they can make utilization of the platform of Sidvi Foundation. So not only that, whenever any person come to this Sidvi Foundation platform, they can have some other good academic and research credentials into their academic performance index or career advancement scheme CAS. So one or two positive feedbacks I can have when I have them. I cannot deliberately I can say that I had not earned much more financial benefits by this, but I had earned and I got some place in the hearts of some highly accomplished professors and assistant professors and highly accomplished mainly teachers, whomever maybe professors or associate or assistant, that is doesn't matter here, but they are teachers. So many people from Maharashtra and from Tamil Nadu, from West Bengal, they used to say me that thank you very much, ma'am, as the Sidvi had given us some accomplishment and some achievements. By that, especially by that achievements, we got promotions. So I can say proudly that assistant professors they got associates, and associates they got professorship, and professors, two persons they got principalship also. And they had told me very happily. Immediately they called me and they told me very happily that thank you, ma'am, we got a principal promotion like that. So this is the wealth I got from Sidvi Foundation. This is the main happiest thing I can share all of you with all of you. And I request on this stage that you please promote this thing to your all your friends and colleagues, students also, as we are about to come for with a 1 month internship program also very soon. It may be the inaugural we are thinking, we are planning to give on September 15th, that is on the eve of Engineers Day. We wish to start a 1 month internship program starting from September 15th to October 15th. So you people, please promote it to your students, because it is the main for the benefit of the students. because 1 month internship program they can add into their CV and they can add into their marks also. So this is the thing I wish to say in front of all of you, and many more things coming October 31st, 30th or 31st every year as usual. We'll use it to organize an international conference on the eve of National Ekta Divas. National Ekta Divas, Unity Day, National Unity Day. So, Rashtriya Ekta Divas on the eve of Sardar Vallabhai Patel's birthday. So, this also one international conference we are coming up. So, likewise, you also please suggest me what else Sidvi can do. These are all my intentions and my own opinions. I'm implementing all the time, but I request the suggestions and advices. What else Sidvi can do rather than all these things. So I'm expecting this, and so on this I request for 5 minutes for your suggestions and advices.
As
Afterward,
usual, I have my suggestion. In fact, um, if anybody would like to honor their guru or something like that on the Sarvepalli Radhakrishna Day on the Sidvi platform, I'm sure uh, uh, Aruna will also oblige to give present them uh, your whom you want to do. Following the procedure, they have some registration and all. That I don't know how that mechanism works. Please talk to her. I'm sure Sydney may accommodate. That means if myself, I have my guru, I want them to be honored on this Sidvi platform on September 5th. I can I can request her and following the registration norms. That that should be acceptable, I guess. What do you think, Aruna?
yes, exactly, sir. Exactly, we can do that, sir.
Yeah. It's a good opportunity. You guys want your guru.
Yes, sir. And anybody else wish to give your suggestions? So for 5 minutes, for 3 minutes, exactly by 7:15, we can start today's session. Anything, either it is positive or negative, whatever your feedback on Sidvi's event, and anything need to be implemented, anything need to be corrected, or anything need to be changed. So please, I would like to know.
Some people may be thinking, well, all these certification or registration is for money. It is not the question of money making. Any conference you go, they take tons of money from you in the beginning as a registration fees. Here to cover some administrative mm, procedures, protocols. In fact, Aruna is already thinned so much in the registration. You are basically taking the meat out of the bone. So we have thinned so much. So this sort of the norm for the anything, either conference or certificate or memento, these fees, the thing that what they are collecting is basically a must requirement. The reason being for how long she will bear the responsibility of carrying it. So it's an integral part. Don't think that only Sidvi wants to make money. No, it is not. So please realize that because the reason is I am defending Sidvi because I myself, I am telling every time when you do it, talk to Aruna about the fees and all. So to justify from my side, I have mentioned this. And so if you got anybody you want to, your gurus, because that is the occasion. In fact, Neetu Ashokan is looking. You want to nominate somebody, that is good. You may want to nominate me, that is also good. Okay, so this is the. I, mean, I just said, but I am not asking somebody to nominate me. I have enough, but I am saying at least in your memories, my always remember my teacher. In fact, a lot of times people dedicate their thesis to their teacher or parents or whatever it is. So um, I'm sure you can have a nice sort of on the occasion of Guru Puraskar, you guys can do that one. Please encourage and spread the message to all others to come and attend and see the be a part of it. Unless we be a part of it, you don't enjoy it.
Yes, sir. And I would like to say one. I would like to add one more thing here that what Sar said is exactly right. That as far as mementos concerned, I would like to say one thing deliberately. That we are not going here and there to a particular shop to buy and simply to buy and come and sending to all the participants. This is not a type of paying and taking the award. Actually, we are doing some evaluation process also, whatever the CVs we are getting, and whether the nominations are suitable to that particular CV or not, that also we are checking. If the particular nomination is not suitable to the CV, we are suggesting what exactly the person can get the award. If that also they are not able to get, we are rejecting simply. So this is the evaluation criteria we are following. And for making mementos, nearby my workplace, I am working remote area near Srikakulam, Echarla. So nearby Echarla, there is a small village namely Ponduru. So where the national khadi can be prepared. That is a place itself known as Pondur, where the Gandhiji also used to wear that Pondur khadi. And there itself, the memento concept has been started. So the memento concept started at Pondur, and we are giving the order there to a manufacturer who had bring out this memento concept. He is also very what I could say, enthusiastic and very interesting person. He is a big person, by age and by knowledge also. So his name is Mr. Rajaji Garu. So he is being a 65 years old person. He is making at at his home by his own hands in the workshop all the mementos, whatever I am sending to all the awardees, they are making by a person who is at the age of 65 years old. And he had given in one interview also in YouTube, that is also present. He had mentioned Sidvi Foundation in his interview. So, what exactly behind the screen is going on, that I would like to bring in front of you. That is my main motto. So I can go here and there and I can buy the memento and simply I can send it. But what exactly before commencement of the conference or any event, or after the event, post event, what exactly that Sidvi team is doing, that I would like to bring in front of all of you on this platform. So I'm sorry if I am taking much more time. So all these things, I would like to make a meeting with all the editorial team and jury members and the active persons of Sidvi Foundation. Any one auspicious day, I'll make a meeting by June. So we can discuss and I'll tell what exactly the Sidvi is doing, and you can also please suggest me on that platform. So very soon I'll come out with a meeting of all jury, editorial team, and maybe some members of life members of Sidvi Foundation. This is what exactly. Without wasting much time, I would like to start today's presentation. So, all the auspicious gathering dignitaries, respected Professor Srinivas Rao sir, and uh, all other jury members and editorial team and team members of Sidvi Foundation, Professor G. Mary Sananda ma'am and Dr. Neetu Asokan ma'am, and one of my, I can say, my guru, Dr. K. Sai Lakshmi ma'am, she is joining every day, and my friend Satyavati ma'am, Dr. Aarti Chauhan ma'am, and Sulochana ma'am, she is also one of my friend. So all these persons daily they are joining with me, and all other participants of this particular event, dear researchers and my dear students. And today's star of this event, Dr. Gayatri Indrakanti ma'am, distinguished speaker of today's event. A very warm welcome to one and all. I take this privilege to introduce Dr. Gayatri ma'am. Dr. Gayatri Indrakanti ma'am is an accomplished academician, researcher, and media and communication professional associated with previously associated with the Department of Mass Communication, SK Somaya College, Somaya Vidya Vihar University, Mumbai. And ma'am holds an interdisciplinary academic background with a PhD in journalism and postgraduate qualifications in journalism and mass communication, English literature, and sociology. And with over 15 years of academic and professional experience across national and international institutions, Dr. Gayatri ma'am has developed expertise in journalism, mass communication, digital media literacy, media education, and interdisciplinary research. Ma'am has published many research papers, articles, and book chapters in various areas of journalism and communication. And ma'am also associated with academic and research activities as a subject expert and education editorial board member for some international and international journals. And since 2022, she has served as a master trainer with the National Skill Development Council, contributing to skill development and capacity building. And ma'am's research interests and academic contributions reflects a strong commitment to media literacy, digital education, social awareness, and contemporary communication studies. It is my pleasure, ma'am, as Dr. Gayatri Indrakanti ma'am had joined as a senior advisor, Sidvi Foundation, and immediately she accepted my invitation and my request. And ma'am is giving her best of her level to Sidvi Foundation. It is my pleasure, ma'am, to introduce you to all the gathering. Over to you, ma'am, Dr. Gayatri, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. That gives me immense pleasure and my privilege to be uh, talking to you all, placing some of my ideas and thought processes to everybody so that the kind of communication that we are into, digital media and whatever it is, finally, we all are human beings. Finally, we all think by our own selves. And that makes us every individual unique and someone with such kind of like-minded nature. We all come together on such platforms like this, and thanks to such organizations. Now, since we are over here, a part of the Sidvi Foundation, I will take the name of this now. Otherwise, each one of us, I know most of us will be associated with other organizations as well. So with that kind of collaborative and productive research and teaching, learning areas that we all are into, I welcome all of you to today's the last day of the lecture series that have started on third and continue till today. And we are closing on this day. Thanks to Karna ma'am and each and every participant over here who has been wonderful audience and a wonderful listener. Because I know while looking into everyday lecture series, we see each one comes up with a different mind and a different aspect when we discuss after the lecture. That is something very much unique about Sidvi Foundation because it gives way for us to say what we are thinking. Most of the times it doesn't happen so, but we are very much fortunate that we are getting a chance, an opportunity, and a platform to say something where people listen and understand what our perspectives are all about. So today, I take this opportunity to discuss some of the points that are very much integral to our own selves. The sir has, thanks to A.S. Rao sir, who has already started with that word integrity and becoming an integral part. And I wanted to talk about the same topic, which is very much similar, not just the same, but very much in tune with all of us. As I start with, so ma'am, I would request you to please share the screen. I have already set to PPT. Can I request Rajshekhar sir to please?
Ma'am, already shared, ma'am. Screen is shared.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. I see. Can I see the first slide, ma'am, please?
Yes, ma'am. We could see
Yeah.
the carpenter
Yes,
principle
yes,
slide.
yes, yeah, the carpenter's pencil. So I was just thinking, what could be a very nice way of discussing something very much close to our hearts, close to ourselves, and close to our lifestyle? Then it really connected that some principles which are very ethical and moral and something that we all go about. I thought, let me discuss that with each and everybody where we can connect with it. Now, I chose this topic over here, a carpenter's principle, and in the picture, I chose these pictures very visually enough, very specific to me because I know that in our discussions in this lecture series, I have seen that all of us, three generational cohorts are present over here. Someone like a professional and pro, yeah, like A.S. Rao sir, and few of us are or my contemporaries, and some of us are a little younger or freshers who have just entered their academic career, and some of them are students too. So, with this kind of a different and a diverse generational cohorts that are there, I thought the best one would be to showcase each one and talk about them like case studies and analysis. Please give me the opportunity to showcase the same. So, today our story goes in this way: the carpenter's principle. Now, how is it that a carpenter is going to teach us something? Let us see how the entire story unfolds. So, my first point would be how to build the life that you want. Now, ethically or morally, if we go about the technical sentences or the technical definition of ethics and morals, it definitely tells us that an activity or an action that we repeat or make it as a habit or become oneself, even when someone is not noticing. That is what we say is our ethics or our morality or our principles, our guiding principles. So, how is it that this person, a carpenter, is trying to teach us? Let us go on. So, can the next slide be put? Yeah. So there's a company or a factory where this old or an elderly carpenter is working. He goes to his boss. He is a little old enough, and one final day he thinks that he should say goodbye to the job that he has been doing since long. So he goes to his boss and says, "I plan to retire." And the boss, obviously a younger person, is a little sad over this surprise announcement of this elderly man who has been there with the company, with the production team for so many years. He says that, oh, that's not something that I would welcome. But still, I respect your decision to resign or to retire. So let it be possible. So the next slide, sir. Yeah. So what he says is finally, okay, that's fine. But I would like to give you one small job, which will be the last one. Can you please look into this project and finish this project, and then you can leave. Yeah, you will be given the chance to retire. So this carpenter, although he is not in the mood of it, he says reluctantly he takes the job and he quotes a budget and gives it to him, saying that no problem, since this is the last one, and I'm not going to invest a lot of my energy or time or anything into it. So let me finish it as early as possible. And so he gives that kind of a budget suitable for an early finishing and an early exit, and finish the job the way he thought that he would, and he would go back home happily. So the next slide. So he goes and he finishes the job, and one day he comes to the boss and says, "Yeah, the project is done. You can come and verify, check, and then I can finally say goodbye." So the boss says, "Okay, I'm coming," and he comes to the place. Now the project is none other than a big house that is to be built by this carpenter. We know that generally houses in foreign countries, especially in the US, are having more of a wooden structure, unlike our India. So he comes up with such kind of a project that is to construct a house, which is more of a construction which is done by wood, and this carpenter is good at it. So once he finishes the house or he shows the house, so the next slide. Yeah, he says that the carpenter says that now the house is final. So let me say goodbye to you. So the boss comes up to him and says, "Now I'm going to give you something that is like a reward for you, or something that I can give you on the final day. So have the keys of this house, the very same house that you have constructed. Keep the keys, because this is my reward for you for the kind of relentless work that you have done, and I want to reward you with the best gift." A house that I want to give it to you, made by you. Now, this is something that the carpenter, the elderly carpenter, did not at all think about or even assume or imagine in the dearest of his dreams. That is something that is very unlikely for him to even imagine. The next slide, sir. So here comes the major part. Yeah? The story is very simple. There is not much of anything that we spoke about till now in the slides. But from now on, the interesting part comes in. So the lesson over here for us is, had that person thought about, the carpenter thought about the last job also as his first job. Why I'm saying this is, when we all were in our first job, when we took up our career, the first day, the first year, the first month, the first semester. I know we all of us belong to teaching capacity, so I'm using those terms only. So just imagine the way we took up our job so seriously, and the first day how we went with so much of preparation the first time, everything when it was new, when it was the first time, how much of an energy, how much of our mind, how much of our thoughts had we kept in that. And this man did not do the same thing, the same kind of investment of his time, energy, and the kind of capacity that he has, the capability that he has gotten, or even the kind of expertise that he has earned through his experience. He did not keep the same amount for the last job. That has actually been the main point or the crux that I wanted to talk to you on a very point, an important point which becomes an integral part of ourselves. So, what kind of a home that you are trying to build, or what kind of a house that you are trying to build? A house that you intend to just don't have interest upon because it is your last job, or is it because it's your last time that you're doing it, or is it something that you would keep it to your heart, cherish it, and then do it? It is all our own choice. Here I would like to talk about one point where managerial systems and businesses and all these things work not only with one generation but with different generations. Today, our boss may be an elderly person, or quite a mature person. But after a few years, we are still working, but bosses change. Maybe even the management changes. Maybe even the family businesses do change. The fathers will be given, the father definitely gives the business to his younger children, or it is taken over, it is passed on to the next generations. But employees remain the same, and employees are always working in the same capacity. So, how is it that we try to choose make a choice that is very much determining what we are is what I want to talk to you all about today. This person, when he chose the last project, when he was given the last project, he tried to keep the corners bad. Yeah, he did not even think about buying such things which are very good quality. So he chose certain things which are poor quality, did not pay interest, did not give so much of an interest or even mind or even some good planning, not thinking that the same thing is going to come to him finally. So if had he thought about what is it that his choice would be. So even if we think that the last project that we are doing also happens to be in the same way as we did our first project, then imagine what today he would have gotten into his hands, given as a reward. The house keys that come to him, he would have never even dreamt about building a house that he would love to live in. Whereas now he's feeling really very bad. He's regretting for the kind of a choice that he made because this house is not made with that kind of an efficient or a quality which he would put upon. Not only a planning, but even the kind of material that he has used are also poor quality. So this is definitely not we intend to put into ourselves when we are building our houses. Or here I would like to insist on the word house because house doesn't mean a house that is very much external or what we live in, but a house is our own physical body and even a mental soul too. A soul that we all cherish, a soul that we all groom, and we also nourish it with the best of the best things and the best of the best thought process. Here, I would like to add another important point that what we feed in is what we try to get out. Yeah? A short, I would like to just go to the next point of talking before we get into the next slide. Yeah? So here there is a story that always I love to. I remember this story every minute when I step into the class because this is very much dear to me. We all know Mr. Birla. Yeah, we all know we know the name, the brand, and they are giants in the industry, not only in corporate sector but in every sector. Once what happened is Mr. Birla has given his charge to the junior Birla, his son. So that was the first day of Mr. Birla Jr., who has just stepped out of his college from UK and all. He has done his MBA and everything. So he has come to India, taken over the legacy from given by his father, and stepped into the first project. And when he goes to the office, he gets an important project, a significant project where it's once he takes up this project and quotes a very good number of figures, then definitely that's going to really give them a good profit. So he calls upon his entire finance team and asks them to prepare a budget. Now, as I said, the employees are all the elderly ones or the older ones only. So they all try to prepare a very nice budget, prepare a budget with proper calculations and everything, and they hand over that project to Mr. Bajaj, Mr. Birla. So Mr. Birla quotes this and they try to, and once the quote is given and the bid has gone in, they understand that though the project has come to their hands, but eventually in the making of that entire project or the working conditions of the project are not so very good in terms of monetary benefits or the profits. So what happens is they finally finish the project, but in a huge loss to the dismay of Mr. Birla, because the first project that he has thought of taking from his father and showing a very great one to his father, this is really not something that he would like to. So he was very, very furious. Young man in his 30s, obviously he would be very angry. So the next day he comes to the office and says, now I'm on a meeting with the entire team who has given the budget. So everyone understood that this is going to be the final day for most of us, especially the accounts officer who has come up with the entire financial part, the budgeting process. So everyone looks up to this man who is an elderly one. Maybe he would be in his 55 plus or 60, nearing 60. An elderly man with so much of maturity, time for something that we call it as retirement, but maybe a superannuation. So he was very much deciding. Yeah, he said that, okay, this is going to be my final project and this is going to be my final day. I could be given a letter to that I'm terminated. So he's ready for it. He gets into the room, the boardroom, Then when the others try to enter, then Mr. Birla says, not all, only this man. And the tone is also very, very aggressive and very assertive too. So everybody thought that, okay, this man's finished. Yeah. So both of them get inside. And after 10 to 15 minutes, both of them walk out in a much a cooler way. And to everyone's astonishment, both of them are a little smiling faces. They both come out. Everyone, the entire team is surprised. For a minute, they were in total surprise that how is it possible? The way they went inside is not the way they have come outside. What happened inside? Now, when some person who's very curious tries to rush along with Mr. Birla, who is getting into his car, when he was trying to move into the car, then this man comes in and says, "Sir, may I ask you one question?" Then Mr. Birla says, "Yes, sure, you can." And he says, "So may I know what happened inside? Because 15 minutes we all were standing over here in great anticipation that you would be very angry with this man, this elderly man who has worked in your company for the past 30, 40 years, is now will be terminated with one bad project, with one bad calculation. What happened?" So Mr. Birla says, "Are you really interested in listening to me? Get in." Then he says, this man gets into the car, and while they drive, he just talks to him in that 10 minutes or 15 minutes drive. He explains to him what happened inside the boardroom for that 7 to 8 minutes. They both sat, and Mr. Birla passes on a paper and a pen to this elderly man, the accounts officer, and says, "Write down all the projects that you have done which have given us great profits." And he also takes a pen and paper into his hand, and he also starts writing something which is very much like that. So after 2, 3 minutes, this man gives the paper back, hands over the paper back to Mr. Birla, and there is a list of projects that he has done the budgeting and the bid ready, that he has made the projects which have really hit on exponential profits and remarkable name and fame that the company has got. We all know Birla's name stands for their integrity and stands for their ethical standards as well. So to this kind of a point or a juncture where Mr. Birla saw the list, each line that he was reading, his anger on this man came down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 42. Because the way he was reading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 projects, the list is going on, but his anger point, if you can say on a score of 10 to 1, it has come down to 1. That is why he could just come out, walk out with this man hand in hand and in a very pleasant manner. Then the curious man says, "Sir, is that just the same thing or is there anything else?" Then he says, "Yeah, I learned a good amount of lessons from this incident. So may I know what they are?" Then Mr. Birla says, "One lesson is how to become an integral part of the entire system I learned from this man. And the next point is how to gain the trust of my employees. Being someone who has just entered the business and entered the office, how to gain the trust of my employees is what I learned from this." So what did you learn from that and how did it happen? This man asked. Then Mr. Birla says that the first point, how to become an integral part. Now, when the list I have seen, what this my accounts officer has written, all those have really given so much of benefits and profits to what the company Birla stands for. How can I ignore or forget or just not look into all those profits that he has given and just focus something which is very, very right now that has happened? It is not fair. So if I put myself in his shoes, then I know I can understand. If I empathize, I can understand that to mistake is very much human. To err is human. So he is also a human where a mistake could have happened while calculations were happening. Yeah, and he admitted that inside the room. He admitted that it was just a calculation that he has gone wrong by putting the decimals this side and that side. We all know the importance of decimals, the importance of that dot. Yeah, we generally ignore, but that is the main point which has given them while making that entire budget, which has gone desiring. And after getting the project, they have come to a condition where it has gone to a bad shape. So that is one point I learned, that how to really think by myself is what this man taught me. Now, second thing is how to gain the trust of my employees is it is very easy to fire this man for this mistake that he has done. So automatically this man will anyways leave. But each and everyone sitting in that room or in my department or in my cabin, everyone will be scared of entering my room or taking up another project when I ask them to. Because everyone would fear if I mistake, then the same thing will happen to me too. I'll be terminated. So nobody would ever even step in or come forward to take up a job when I want someone to do that job for me. When I want my financial advisor who will be replacing this man will never even take up any job. He will shiver, he will fear to come up with another project because he will be thinking that if I mistake, then I will also be terminated in the same way. What will happen to me? That could be one reason. But since I've taken this side, I have seen the other side and thought about this man as another human being like me, and he too can err. I have gained the trust of my entire team, not just by this one person. Now, from the next project onwards, I'm 200% sure that this person will check the calculations that he has done not once or twice, but 100 times before placing it on the table. And so would the other team members do. So this is something making oneself an integral part of the entire system and gaining the trust of our own employees. It can be teammates, it can be our peer, it can be our colleagues, it can be our boss, it can be our management or anybody, our HOD, or even our schoolmates or friends or even students. But making them trust us is something that we would have learned from such kind of an analogy that I placed in front of you. For you all. I know you would all know, but this would be another lesson for all of us. So, can we see the next slide, please? So here, when we in the previous slide, when we said what kind of a choice are we making and what kind of a house are we building, I would like to talk about this house, which is very symbolic to our external physical house or the house that we live in, a physical construction that we all have, or the internal soul that we all groom and nurture and build into ourselves. Choice is upon us. What are we trying to build? Are we meeting to the kind of expectations that we have on us, or are we trying to meet the expectations that our management or our office or our organizations has on us? Or are we trying to meet the expectations of our students, our peer, our colleagues, or even our family members who they have on us? So the point over here is what kind of a choice do we make so that we build this house in such a beautiful manner to be in that, to cherish the moments that we live in that, and to even have a very healthy atmosphere or an environment that we keep up amongst ourselves. So to the next slide. Now, the second part, which is again a very important one, is the relationship house. Because we all know that man is a social animal. We all never live in individuals or as singles, but we all have got a family that we look up to or a professional front that we all face, and everybody, maybe our friends and relations or anybody who's always coming along with us or becoming a part of our bigger environment. I can say community, I can say society, I can say the entire universe, or maybe the worlds that are there, which we don't even know. But anyway, there is a direct and an indirect connect between us. That's how we say. Yeah, even the first cup of coffee that we have early in the morning, cup of coffee or chai or whatever it is, the first cup of coffee that we try to have early in the morning, which gives us a lot of energy and some kind of a mental boost, is also not coming to us by ourselves, but is some kind of an affect or some kind of an energy that is passed on from somewhere, someone who is bringing it to our door, whether it is the packet of milk, to the coffee beans, to the coffee powder, to the sugar, to everything, whether it is the stove that you lit and then you prepare, or to the point that we gulp it into we take a sip of that. So everywhere we build some kind of a relationship, and what kind of a relationship are we building is the point that we have to think about ourselves. So the next slide, please. Now, this is the third most important one, the physical house. Why? Because physical house, I would again mean not the symbolic one that is represented in the picture. You can see the house as it is. Of course, it is definitely the house that we all live in. But the second important house that I am saying the symbolic representation is our own physical self. The kind of a physical appearance that I keep myself up when I am facing everybody. Yeah, when I'm in front of anybody, or when I look up to the mirror, whom do I see? That is the most important and the most beautiful one that we look up to. Yeah? Swami Vivekananda once said in one of his great speeches, he says, every day smile at one person or talk to one important person in your life every day, and otherwise you will miss out on a great learning that is coming to you. And that one important person is your own self. So stand in front of a mirror, talk to yourself, even before going for a bigger project, or even before going on a daily manner to your daily routine or to your course, or even before meeting your friends or before going to attend an event or anything. If we are physically, our appearance meets to the standards that we have kept for our own self, because I'm not telling that someone keeps some standard for us. We don't need anybody's validation for ourselves. All we need is our self validation. That is, if I am happy to see myself in the mirror, then that's enough for me. That is the best. Then I'll be at my best when I'm in front of someone. I'll be at my best in my talk, in my communication, in my relationship, or even in my gestures, my bodily movements that I tend to do, or the kind of a cordial relationship that I will tend to render, or the kind of vibes that I create when we go in. You all would agree. There are certain people, some charismatic figures. They are not charismatic figures only just by their looks, but because when they enter the room, the vibes you can see is what charges the entire atmosphere. The entire climate becomes so very charged up because of one person's such kind of charisma. So we try to be that one person. Yeah, how I wish we all become such kind of a person. Or I know that some of you are already such, but I'm also trying to become one such. So every day, the first thing that we try to do is be happy with the way we look when we see our mirror, when we see ourselves in the mirror. If I am happy, if a smile comes on my face when I see myself, then the entire world is lit up for me, and the entire world will smile for me. So the next slide, please. Yeah, this is almost, we are coming to the last part of our story before I come up with another one. So the carpenter, again, I go back to that the elderly person. Had he chosen good quality, then he would have given the kind of a final product what we should see to the right side of the slide. But since he did not make a proper choice, yeah, what he could come up with as a final product is what we see on the left side of the slide. So the kind of energy, the kind of enthusiasm, the kind of meaningfulness that he tried to create for the final project is what you can see in the outcome of both the pictures on the same slide. Do you want to make the right side one, or do you want to make the left side? So definitely, when we know that the outcome is all, now there are many. I would not want to contradict on the sayings from Gita that don't look up, don't think about the result. Work on that, is because action is yours, the result is not yours. I'm not talking about that philosophy over here. I'm only saying that what kind of a picture you are seeing as a final product of your project that you have taken up. Yeah, let it be a lecture. So what do you want the end product of your lecture, that 50 minutes or 1 hour lecture is? Some kind of a message gone into the entire group that is sitting in front of you. Someone who's there up in a meeting and you want to tell them some kind of a delivery of your ideas, or you have a presentation and you made that project so very well that you see the end product of it. So if that is what you intend to do as your finality, then the process should also be in the same way, whether it is taking up the resources or putting in your energy, because we are the best resource. Yeah, human energy, human resources. So how much of an energy are we giving? And most important thing is our own enthusiasm towards the work that we are in. Never keep up that dull face and continue to work saying that, my God, what am I doing? I am struggling. What am I going to earn with everybody? Everyone will get the share of the laurels or the applause, or maybe the benefit of this, the credit will go to everyone. I have to share it with everybody. If we do not think it in that way and just think that I want this final product to be like this, then our job is almost done. That's how the task should be taken up by us and thought of by us. In if it is thought of, yeah, nothing is meaningless for us if our thoughts are better, if our thoughts are good, if our thoughts are going up in such a grand manner. So the next slide, please. Yeah. Here I would like to tell one last point, and then we shall go for some interactive questionnaire session. Give what you wish to attract. Here I would like to talk about an international case once again. There is, we all know Berlin. We all know the Berlin Wall, which was constructed to apart East Berlin and West Berlin. Berlin has also gone for two sides. When East Berlin was given a smaller lot, and West Berlin people were the ones who thought that they were being very much treated unfair. So what they thought was they wanted to teach a lesson to all the East Berlin people. So what they thought, and they said that, okay, let's teach the East Berlin people a lesson. What shall we do? What shall we do? They thought about great ideas. They came up with a very great idea. So the next day, they loaded trucks of some material and they sent it to East Berlin side. Yeah, from the side of the walls, they sent it to East Berlin. When East Berlin people received these loads of trucks, they opened the trucks, they unloaded the trucks. They saw that each load of the truck was just loaded with trash. Yeah. So everything that is used up and everything that you would want to trash it, or would you want to put it into the garbage. Like for example, if I have had a bottle of Pepsi, then the bottle, the empty tin, yeah, the empty can, or maybe if I had had a chocolate, then the wrap of it, yeah, all that garbage was loaded into the trucks and was sent to East Berlin. Generally, the human tendency is if someone gives me something, then what would I want to do? I would give back to them manifold or multifold or maybe double of it. If I get something like this waste, then I would want to throw back the same thing as a waste to the other people as well. So what they did, these great people from East Berlin also loaded the same trucks with something and they sent it to West Berlin. Now it's the turn for the West Berlin people to receive, and when they opened, they unloaded the entire trucks. What they saw was all the dump or garbage which has come is now become more. Yeah, it has been fully loaded. That means if the empty can bottle of Pepsi has come, then they have loaded that. They have replaced the empty can with a full can. That is how they have done, and they have sent it back. So here I would want to tell you that the first lesson that I get to see over here is what I have is what I can give. A very simple and a highly thought-provoking statement, which I heard this while I was reading this story. That's what it really made me think so much. What I have is what I can give. The next day, while thinking about this, then I got to read another paper. Can anyone make speaker display slightly bigger? Speaker slightly bigger, or the slide bigger, please? The slide should be a little bigger font. Okay, fine. So what is it that I want to attract is what I should give. So give what you wish to attract. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I think that is what is. Give what you wish to attract. So what do I wish is what I should start giving. So if I wish someone love me, and the first thing that I should do is love the other person. Love is what I have to spread. Or if I want to really care for, if I want someone to care for me, then what I have to give is care. If I want to really attract good friendship, then I have to be a good friend to others. And if I have to really do something great, then get something great from someone, then it is me who has to first do something great for others that I can receive it in one way or the other. So these are a few things that I have really started by reading. This all these ideas are not uh, increase the speaker rate. Now, here I would like to talk about one of the slides where we were talking about the physical health, because if I want to attract something great and good or healthy, then I have to be healthy first and give away something great to others too. I would like to point out an interesting fact over here. The entire industry of wellness, nutrition, I would not include pharmacology over here anywhere, but I would like to add up on everything that is related to wellness. Yeah. So, because today, these days, people are concentrating or are more interested in knowing about physical wellness and goodness into themselves rather than popping a pill. Yeah, we want to avoid taking a pill, but we would want to work on ourselves. Yeah, working upon ourselves, working on ourselves, do some kind of self grooming, so that the entire industry, which has come up with these great ideas, yeah, you know how they have come up with so much of nutrition value products, and also great nutritionists coming up to our understanding, and they're giving us a lot of ideas that are coming to our benefit. I'm talking about that industry. The entire health industry, if you look at anybody, they would all come up with one age old factor, that early to rise, early to bed. Yeah. Because they start their lifestyle. If you look at the great successful people who are happy, I'm not talking success only in terms of monetary, but I'm talking about everything else. If we see how people are successful, they are happy too. And what is the basic reason? When we look at their lifestyles, the first thing that they do is they start things early. While the others are still on their beds, these people are already up on something, and they start their day with some great ideas or some good thought processes that are coming to their mind. Maybe the best decisions that are taken by them are coming up in the first meetings, in the early morning meetings that they hold on to, or the kind of important influences that they have been on are coming up while they are early in the morning, they're working on themselves. So if we look at the lifestyles of great people, where we see that everyone goes up with one motto, that is start your day very early, or early to bed is something that they, and definitely this is not an age that we are listening now, or from these nutritionists or anybody, but this is a very old one. Yeah, even our ancestors followed the same. So if we look at the animal world, the animal, I heard when we were in Nairobi, we were told that even the lion or every wild animal hunts early in the morning, somewhere by 3 o'clock. Yeah, 3 to 4 or 5 is their time to hunt, and they finish, and after that it is their resting period. So look at the time that they are most active. Yeah, even in our own scriptures, we are told Brahma Muhurtam and all these. No, I'm not actually talking about the kind of timing and everything, but early morning, if we are ready with some good thoughts and with some kind of proper ideas that are coming, then obviously we will make some impact not only onto us but even onto others as well. So this kind of a feeling, if we keep in ourselves and share the same with others, then obviously that is what we can attract, because I wish that what I want to attract is what I will be giving everybody. With this small line, I would like to close my talk over here and invite people, or if someone is interested in coming up with some more ideas which can give me much more great thoughts, I'll be very, very happy, and I can keep it much more interactive. Thank you, everybody, for paying good attention and for listening here. Thank you, everybody.
Yes, Dr. Dayatri, you
Thank
allow
you, ma'am.
me.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
First, I would like to congratulate you on this very insightful presentation. Very original, I would say. And I loved the slide you showed about the two houses and the idea that well-being is not only about changing our circumstances, but also about changing how we approach them. And of course, the same principle applies to physical and relationship well-being, because definitely taking care of our body may involve seemingly small repetitive choices, but together all these choices transform the quality of our lives. And relationships work in exactly the same way. At a kind word, listening without interrupting, or expressing appreciation, or respecting boundaries. These small choices can transform an ordinary relationship into a meaningful relationship. So well-being is often built through ordinary choices made consistently. I mean, we don't need always a dramatic transformation. Sometimes we need it, simply to look at our everyday life differently and choose to invest on meaning, on care, and attention to it. So I would like to ask you how we can apply this in our everyday life. You emphasize that a simple choice can transform the mundane into the meaningful. So how can we apply this idea into the everyday physical health, particularly when we deal with stress or when we deal with difficult people?
Yeah. Yeah. Something that even I'm working on, ma'am. This is, I'm not telling this just because I achieved everything or I have become an expert in that. But since I'm reading a lot on this relationship or the quotients that are there, it's just not the intelligence quotient. It is not only emotional quotient. These days, we stress more upon relationship quotient. We give more stress onto happiness quotient. These are the certain things which are very much applicable to all of us if we apply it on the smaller things on our day-to-day life manner. So it becomes, so the inconsequential gestures or certain kind of small ideas or the tasks that we do, like for example, I try to observe, I mean, think about it, like the way my mom managed the maid at home, or my dad in his office. Yeah, he made a call when he received a call and managed a team task that was a little pending. And how did he ever manage with an irritated colleague of his? Or how did he even discuss some societal matters with the neighbors? So these may seem very inconsequential at that point, but that gives us way for more observation, because we generally observe our parents and learn from them. So this I will apply the same point of such a thing in my later stage in my own work front, where I'm managing someone. I'm also dealing with someone who has got some kind of a control on the situation, but I keep that control to myself. I will have the kind of limitations. Yeah, I will be the one who will draw the limitations and not let someone cross that. Yeah, neither would I encroach into their border, or will I not let someone enter into my area. So these are certain things which now that is how we try to maintain. That may be a point where we can think, if I try to be a little curt with someone, will I lose that relationship? Will I fall out on that? No, definitely not. It is in the way that we manage that situation, which is what I would have learned from my siblings, from my parents, from my boss, or from my teacher, from my school, how my teacher might have managed the class where the backbenchers or someone who's doing some kind of pranks, and then still the teacher did not lose her poise, and she has been up on her mental balance, and she went through the entire time delivering her lecture. So these are those small ideas that will come to my mind when I am trying to apply it in the current scenario. This is how I am learning now.
Ma'am, you are in mute condition, ma'am. Rania, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much for these suggestions. I think you all have encouraged us enough, motivated us enough to start applying this and to start to realize the value of small things and small actions and not underestimate them. So thank you. Thank you very much. Dr. Srinivasa Rao, greetings. After a long time seeing you here.
Yeah, I think we have today quite a bit of a program because all the presenters are going to be here. People can have questions. Right now, we will quickly have questions on this talk. That's the reason I abruptly stopped you. We will talk. But any others, please ask a question on this talk. Then afterwards, all the other things only Aruna will tell. So next is next question to Gayatri.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Yes, ma'am. Great presentation, ma'am. Very nice. At this point, not a question, but I would like to say something which I had an experience on. So last year we had a specific teachings from a philosophical text, Ashtavakra Gita. So we had literally 3 months of intense teachings from this philosophical book. I'm not sure how many of you have heard of it. So Ashtavakra Gita basically it's a conversational text between Janaka Maharaja, I mean the King Janaka, and a small boy Ashtavakra, who was cursed by his father, and that is why his name Ashtavakra. 8 bend he has on his body. So he was a very big jnani. He was very knowledgeable. And in this book, all what you mentioned literally, sort of reminded me of the teachings there. So in that, let me start by saying King Maharaja Janaka, he asked Ashtavakra, how I can attain knowledge, how to liberate and all that. And he tell certain qualities to be cultivated in a person so that in within themselves, so that they like what you told, they can attract only the goodness and only the divinity. Those qualities where one was Shama, Arjava, Daya, Dosha, and Satya. Shama, forgiveness. Arjava is straightforwardness, sort of simplicity. And Daya, of course, compassion. Tosha, contentment. And Satya, truth. So he's telling in the first two conversation, Janaka is asking what I should, how I can attain this knowledge and how I can be liberated and kind of. But he is responding like this: you cultivate in yourself, within yourself, these 5 qualities, and you attain everything, any knowledge beyond whatever it is. So somewhere when you said give what you want and you attract, I just felt give what you want. I think first you have to give it to ourselves, into us itself. We have to cultivate in ourselves all qualities so that I think everything will turn back and come to us. This is one thing I really wanted to share. Another one more thing in the same book, there is one more teaching which is very much said. What you think is what you become. That is one concept. In a way, it says if you think you are free, you're free means you're in peace or you're completely free of everything and anything. Then you are free. And if you think you're bound by things, then you are bound. So literally, ma'am, very good. I think you have brought in the topic of extreme divinity and spiritual concept. It's not about any religion or anything, but the ultimate truth that you have to be aware of yourself, that is within you. God is within you, and everything what you say, like, give what you want. Once you are able to cultivate these qualities, you will naturally give. You become the giver. So I liked it a lot, madam. Really nice. And I think you also should read Ashtavakra Gita. It's a wonderful book. And it's really good. It's not about religion or anything, ma'am. It's just a conversation about how a human should cultivate certain qualities in them. And these 5 qualities is explained by sort of beautiful, comparisons. So I think maybe that will help you to, speak more. And, really great, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Definitely, I will also read the books that are
Yes,
there.
ma'am.
Very yes. Ashtavakra
It's a good.
Gita. Thank you.
Yes, Ashtavakra Gita, ma'am. It is mentioned in Mahabharata, but now many people have been translating it and, publishing it. So I think you can. Yes.
I know I have it at home. I will try to read it.
Okay, great. It's a good one,
Father,
ma'am.
my father is a Telugu professor. He
Oh,
works
great.
as
Yes.
an academician
Yes.
from the Telugu department. Yes,
Great, great, great.
and it's this Telugu. So
Mhm.
I have that book at home, so I will definitely read it.
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Let me
Sure.
tell you that I belong to the Department of Mass Communication, where we talk more about entertainment, not as entertainment, or should say media, but everything is always something that we try to share. So for me, every dialogue from a cinema is something that I am learning and I'm trying to share. So for me, even a Pushpa cinema gives a lot of learning. Even Bahubali comes up with a good amount of learning, or even any other cinema that comes
With
with a
this, I would like to share one thing. During my BSc, I'm sorry if I'm speaking too much, but during my BSc, I took a diploma in journalism. And we had this every Sundays. Our professor used to show us a movie. And rather than watching the movie and getting, so going along with the movie, we had to look through which angle it was shot, what exactly is the story going, what is the behavior of the cat. I mean, literally, it got into me so much that I never enjoyed a movie after that. I was so technically into it and so much. So I can get related to that, ma'am. Journalism is something different. They
So
go
this is
beyond what we see. Yeah.
journalism doesn't generally mean only editing and reporting. It is just not holding onto a mic and interviewing people around. That's just not only journalism. Journalism means everything. Yeah, sharing everything. So dissemination of information happens in every manner. So media is everywhere. It has crept into all our lives. So is entertainment factor as well. So next time in one of our, if ma'am allows us, yeah, for such an interaction, then I will definitely discuss Rasa theory, which is one of my favorites, where criticism, yeah, critical aspect comes into picture, and we can talk about all these emotions that we have in our own lives. One day we shall do. Thank you so much.
Next question. If not, I will ask Aruna to bring all the speakers. So one more question because 2 more minutes. I think beautiful Mary Sunandana always have a question. Please, you have any question to Gayatri? Please come on. Mary Sunanda.
Is there?
I request any other participants wish to interact with Dr. Gayatri, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay, so very good evening to one and all present here. And ma'am, actually, it is such a pleasure to listen you and such a brilliant actually presentation you have given. And what I feel is, yes, actually, whenever we are designing a course or any curriculum or in our day-to-day life, either from university to college to our home, definitely one term is there that is lifelong learning. So what I understood from this presentation is you have provided the message for all the participants towards the lifelong learning, means either from real to real or from real to real, because whenever actually we are very much connected with the cinemas and all, as ma'am also told, because we are following from the reel. At the same time, the movies directors and all, they are taking the matters from the society. So definitely this real to real and real to really just like actually we are saying no, the single side of the same coin, or we are saying the two sides of the same coin. So it is more or less relevant. So thank you so much, ma'am, for such a brilliant things. And one more thing, I just feel happy about it, that is the ethics and all, because what you said actually, ma'am, what it is happening means, very simple example I can give. Earlier people used to interact with other persons without any kind of hesitation, they used to help other persons and all. But since time is getting changed, generation is also getting changed, nowadays suppose we are going for the any new places, people are not voluntarily coming and they are not talking to us. That is the major things, because actually one kind of assumption is there, if why I should, why he or she not. So that kind of things are there. So actually from this a very brilliant platform, in presence of all the pillars of Sidvi Foundation, I can see the all estimate professors. After a long time, I am seeing Professor Prakash Rao sir, and I had opportunity to see Professor Srinivas Rao sir. So really thank you, sir. So I just want to convey here a very good message and very required message to all the participants. Whenever you are joining any place, or if anyone is joining to you, please try to interact with the person, please try to get some information, because involvement is very necessary. One saying is there, no, by seeing the cover of the book we cannot judge. Either we
Yes.
can go through of the entire book, or might be in between we will left. So the thing is, interaction is very much important. At the same time, involvement is also very important, because everything cannot be scripted. Suppose here I am interacting with ma'am, Gayatri ma'am, and all the legendary people, those who are here. If I will memorize 4 lines and I will speak, I cannot interact. So I have to interact with the people like that. Everybody has to interact with the people from their eyes, from their heart, at the same time, ethically. Means originality should be there everywhere. So it's really wonderful. And just one more line I want to add for Professor Dr. Aruna ma'am. Ma'am, such a great thing you have done. Okay. Brilliant, 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 ma'am. You are doing fantastic job. Gayatri ma'am, thank you so much. You have taught a lot, and you just made us. There are a lot of things we have to learn in our daily life. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I wanted to add
Uh,
something,
Kumaram
even
sir,
though I, yeah,
Kumaram sir, please excuse me. Let let Aruna call for everybody so that we will have a general questions. Because now what happens is we have to itemize the protocol. The question time for Gayatri is over. That let Aruna announce it so that anybody can ask question to anybody, or they can on any topic, because I am looking at the time constraint. That is what it is. Aruna, the stage is for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Actually, thank you so much for giving me 1 second, sir. Yeah. Thank you so much, sir, for giving me such a wonderful opportunity once again. Unfortunately, Dr. Rania ma'am had left the meeting because of her another talk. Ma'am, are you there in the meeting, ma'am? Dr. Rania ma'am? Yeah. On Monday, 3rd August, ma'am had delivered a lecture on robotics and assistive technologies for elderly people. Actually, till now, ma'am is with us for any questions or any interaction, but she had left the meeting. And another speaker, Dr. Pavanjit Kaur, ma'am. Ma'am, are you there, ma'am? Okay. On 4th August, ma'am had delivered her lecture on generative AI in the research workflow, navigating the post-prompt research era. And third speaker, Dr. Kaustuv Kumar Shukla sir is available with us. If any of the participants wish to interact with Dr. Kaustuv Kumar Shukla sir for any of your doubts or any of your interaction on advanced AI and ML from theory and real world intelligent solutions, it is welcome. If anybody wants to interact with Dr. Kaustuv Kumar Shukla sir, it is welcome. Any of the participant side, any of the guest side, distinguished guests, speakers, other speakers, wish to interact with Dr. Kaustubh sir? Or Kaustubh sir, would you like to add any small flavor to your talk with respect to
Yeah.
the audience?
Yeah, actually, ma'am, as sir said, Professor Srinivas Rao sir, now time is very short. So just one line I will be adding. Actually, through this platform, I have got a chance to give one small lecture. But yes, since the area of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and robotic is so big, so actually we are in a talk and in a process. We are just trying to make 1 month internship from this Sidvi Foundation in hybrid mode. I mean to say online mode. So I am just urging as one of the actually I can say that contributor, or I can say that as one of the speaker to all the teachers over here, kindly motivate your students to just attend this 1 month training, because in that 1 month training we are going to start right from the ABCD, like what is the letter, then word, then sentence, and then paragraph, and then finally mini project. So that is our intention. So really, Professor Dr. Aruna ma'am is putting her hard effort for this, and I am also looking forward. So this is one kind request from the team of Sidvi Foundation. Please do motivate your students, and even though actually it is common for all the teachers as well as students, because nowadays whenever we are going, wherever we are going, everywhere computer science, computer science, computer science. Because I am very sorry, but because of this computer science department, all other branches are badly affected. We can understand the value of actually in a market, if vegetables are too much of cheap rate, then what will happen? Definitely other vegetables rate will grow. So similarly, actually nowadays all are studying CSC, CSC, CSC just by watching others like that, without any mean or without any sense. So after some time, definitely that market is also going to be down for sure. Then actually at present, because of the huge demand, some of the colleges teachers also required some of the skills. So this AI, ML, robotics, these all are the emerging trends, emerging technologies. So at least for survival process, we can have some kind of knowledge, we can have some kind of training, and that we can add on in our resume being a teacher, as well as we can get some kind of job opportunity also. So that's what I feel that, and that's what we are planning, and we are just trying to help to the people, either from the student, faculty, research scholar as a whole. So ma'am, Aruna ma'am, thank you so much for the opportunity. So I hope so my message is understandable for everyone. And weekly 3 days only we are going to take the classes. So remaining 3 days, people will work out like 1 day class, another 1 day work will be there. So next day a small kind of assignment work will be there, so that it will be like a learning kind of things. Because if we will simply listen, then we will forget. If we will work out parallelly, then only we can achieve something. So actually ma'am will be sharing the all the details in after few days. So thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, exactly. Exactly. We are planning on that, and I hope it will be implemented very soon. And we are about to launch it on September 15th, as I said earlier, on the eve of Engineers Day. And
Alarm.
again, I would like to call upon another speaker, Dr. Neetu Asokan, ma'am. If anybody wish to interact with Dr. Neetu, ma'am, it is welcome.
Well, when you say this one, Aruna, please tell the topic she spoke of, because just to
Yes,
simply name, people might have forgotten. So you can tell that is what she has spoken, so
yes,
that
sir.
people will bring that.
On Thursday, 6th of August, ma'am had delivered her talk on the title, The First 42 Days, How Science, Society and Support Systems Shape a Child's Future. This is a topic from Dr. Neetu Asokan, ma'am. If anybody wants to interact with Neetu, ma'am, on this topic or beyond this topic also, it is welcome. And one more speaker is available with us. Dr. Kirti ma'am is having some other assignment. Yes, ma'am.
Hey, good evening, madam.
Yes,
Good
ma'am.
evening, all the esteemed members present on the dais. This is the 7th day of our international lecture series. So we heard Rania Lampo ma'am and giving her compliments. With regard to the Neetu ma'am's lecture, it is it is I said on that day it is a forgotten presentation, but it is very much needed. She mentioned about so many challenges. The stakeholders, the stakeholders are supposed to take lot of concern with regard to some of the things, but they are not taking interest to pass on their knowledge related to the post natal and the baby care, mother baby, etc. Okay, so madam is doing a lot. She has so many ideas in her heart and mind to implement. I hope she will do it, and she spread her this thing, voice of the mouth, word of the mouth is very, very important. So I really enjoyed listening to her lecture on that day.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yes.
Please,
Thank
everybody,
you.
mute yourself, because of some people have not put it on mute. We are getting this resound. Once only those who are talking, that is fine. Others, please mute your.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am, Dr. Mary Sunanda, ma'am, and Dr. Neetu, ma'am. Anybody else wish to interact with Dr. Neetu, ma'am? It is welcome. Okay. And one more elegant speaker is with us, Dr. Kirti, ma'am. She had delivered her demonstration on this Agnihotra. Anybody wish to interact or anybody wish to ask any questions or doubts to Dr. Kirti, ma'am? It is welcome. Or any interaction also with her. I request anyone from participant side wish to interact with Dr. Kirti ma'am, it is welcome on Agnihotra topic.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. It's a nice it doesn't look. Uh, Actually, what happened, on that day, she gave her demonstration. There was a query from Swagat, I think. Somebody by name Swagat. He said, "Ma'am, can we reduce our anger by performing this kind of homa?"
Yes, yes, definitely we can do that. So as I have said earlier also, whatever fumes are coming out, they are directly getting, inhaled, and they are having direct action on our higher centers, and definitely, all those things will be controlled. And I said, like, mind is the one which is controlling all our actions, but by performing Agnihotra, we can control that mind. So definitely, all these things are possible.
And how we bringing those all the vessels, all the ingredients, we can't do in hurry. One after the other we need to gather, so it takes time. In hurry you can't do. When you are not doing in hurry, you're in a way you're disciplining your body. It becomes a habit formation after some time.
Yes, yes, madam. See, the thing is, all those things are one lifetime purchase, the vessel. Basically, the vessel, what you are getting is a lifetime purchase, and that you can get from an authenticated source. If anyone is interested, I can share the details. And another thing is all other things like cow dung cakes and the rice and ghee, they are easily available. You don't have to struggle a lot for it. And people who are staying in Western country, they are also performing Agnihotra. And all those things are not that difficult to get, or all the parts of world we are able to procure all those things. So don't worry about it. And once you start practicing, you will get used to it, and it will be as simple as you are lighting a lamp, or you are just doing some regular work. So don't worry about all those technical things. This is very simple. Even a small child also can do these things.
I have one small comment. Prakash Rao, this madam has demonstrated the Agnihotra and the direct and indirect effect of Homa on human elation of the self. Wonderful talk she has. Oh, I say it's not me. I have one small question to the teacher, Agnihotri Dhanvantari, Kirti, madam. You are disciple of Gajanan Maharaj. From what I have seen, maybe movies or books, he is a very short-tempered person.
Sir, that Gajanan Maharaj is different.
Huh?
That Gajanan Maharaj is different, about whom you are talking.
Okay. So,
Yes.
because in the photo which was displayed in front of you, the photo, I thought he was Gajanan Maharaj. So
No.
that's why I asked the question.
No, but the one which you are talking is different.
Okay.
Akkalkot Swami Samartha Maharaj and Gajanan Maharaj. They are the one who are into yes.
Okay, then that's fine.
I think, ma'am, Swami Samartha Maharaj, Swami शिरडी साई बाबा का गुरुजी है ना मैम?
Yes, that's right.
Yes. Thank you.
So that's why many people who go to Shirdi, they also visit Akkalkot also.
Yes, ma'am. Many people, they worship this Swami also, Samartha.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
And one more speaker is available with us, Dr. Aarti Chauhan. She delivered a lecture on medicinal plants. Anybody wish to interact with Dr. Aarti Chauhan, it is welcome. The title, Use of Ethno-Medicinal Plants in Indian Traditional Knowledge System. Anybody wish to interact with Dr. Aarti Chauhan, madam, it is welcome. Okay. Sir, with the permission of all the dignitaries, along with Srinivas Rao sir and Kollaram sir, first of all, I wish to honor all our speakers, sir, because somebody they are having some other engagements also. So after having this honoring, again, the discussion will continue, sir. Please give me this opportunity. And please permit me to honor all our distinguished speakers. Shall I go ahead, sir? Yes, thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Rajshekhar sir, for sharing your screen. First day on 3rd August, Dr. Rania Lampo ma'am had delivered her astonished speech on robotics and assistive technologies for elderly people. So this is my small token of gratitude, ma'am, to you. Dr. Rania Lampo ma'am, STEM instructor and researcher, Greek Ministry of Education, Religious Affairs and Sports, Greece. Ma'am is an international speaker for our lecture series. Thanks a lot, ma'am. And we are on the way to discuss, to announce any suitable award also on to the coming Guru Pratibha Puraskar to you, ma'am. Thanks a lot, ma'am. Thank you. I request Rajshekhar sir, please go to next slide. On Tuesday, 4th August 2026, Dr. Pawanjit Kaur ma'am, Assistant Professor in Chemistry, School of Mechatronics Engineering, Symbiosis Skills and Professional University, Pune, Maharashtra. She had delivered a great lecture on generative AI in the research workflow, navigating the post-prompt research era. Thank you so much, ma'am. Here it is a small token of gratitude from Sidvi Foundation. And on Wednesday, 5th August, Dr. Sir, Associate Professor, Department National University, Greater Noida, Uttar Pradesh, and he's a postdoctoral researcher in LUC, Malaysia. Sir had delivered a very extraordinary lecture on advanced AI and ML from theory to real-world intelligent solutions. Thanks a lot, sir, for your contribution on this 7-day journey. Here it is a small token of gratitude, and we are about to announce a good high award to you on coming Guru Pratibha Puraskar, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
And on Thursday, 5th August, Dr. Neetu Asokan ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of Life Sciences, Sri Satyasai University for Human Excellence, Kalaburgi, Karnataka. Ma'am had delivered a very good lecture on the first 42 days, how science, society, and support systems shape a child's future. It's a very need of hour, and it's an eye-opening lecture also. Thank you so much, ma'am, Dr. Neetu ma'am. Here it is a small token of gratitude, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
And on Friday, 7th August 2026, Professor V. Sunita, Professor, Department of Geology, Yogi Vyamana University, Kadapa, YSR District, Andhra Pradesh. She had delivered a good lecture on groundwater for environmental sustainability. Ma'am, here it is a small token of gratitude as in the form of a certificate from Sidvi Foundation. Thanks a lot, ma'am. And on the same day, Dr. Aarti Chauhan ma'am, Assistant Professor of Botany, Government Maharani Lakshmibai Girls PG College, affiliated to Devi Ahalya Vishwavidyalaya, Indore, Madhya Pradesh. Ma'am had delivered a lecture on use of ethno-medicinal plants in Indian traditional knowledge system. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your valuable contribution. Thanks a lot, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And Saturday, 8th August, Dr. Kirti Kesar Mahendale, MD Ayurveda, and ma'am is a certified Agnihotra teacher, Vishwa Foundation, Shivapuri, Akkalkot. Ma'am had delivered her astonished demonstration on Agnihotra for environmental sustainability. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your valuable contribution towards our journey.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
And last but not least, today, as a very happy conclusion of this day, 7-day journey, Dr. Gayatri Indrakanti, ma'am, Senior Advisor, Sidvi Foundation, Visakhapatnam, had delivered her astonishing lecture on professional ethics and business management. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your valuable time and contribution to our lecture series. And not only this, I would like to say my heartfelt thanks to Professor G. Mary Sunanda ma'am. Ma'am had acted as a coordinator for this lecture series. Ma'am, here it is a small token of gratitude from my bottom of heart, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks a lot. And thank you, Rashekar sir, for sharing your screen and for your valuable time. Now I request each and every participant side and distinguished guest side, please give your feedback.
Aruna ma'am, can I speak for a minute because I need to leave?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. Please, ma'am.
Yes, thank you very much, everyone. Aruna ma'am and Sidvi Foundation. It's really been a nice association with you since more than 3 years now. And I look forward to continue the same and look forward to arrange one offline session for Agnihotra. And
Yes, ma'am.
definitely, any one of the participants, are interested, they can always contact and we can have the sessions for them also. Thank you so much. Kindly
Yeah, ma'am.
excuse me, I have some office work, so I just need to leave. But thank you very much, knowing all of you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Namaste.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank
Namaste,
you.
Ram. Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you.
Aruna, if I can take liberty, today we had a wonderful talk, the business ethics in business and all by Gayatri. We have another expert who is on cyber security ethics. And that's the reason I stopped him in a rude way. I'm sorry for that one. He is a guru for me. So I request, if it is not of putting you on the spot, could you please talk a few words? I mean, you don't have slides, and suddenly I'm asking on briefly cybersecurity and ethics. In fact, if you talk, then it comes to a full circle. One is on the industrial management side, which is important to have cybersecurity and ethics in that one. So it is a double spiral. What we call a systems engineering approach. Reiterate your mistakes and keep correcting it. And so please, Aruna, I'm sure you will excuse for my stooping it, giving the opportunity. We have at least 15 minutes time. Please address our audience with your wonderful word of experience based knowledge and wisdom. Prakash Rao, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Exactly. Sir, it's my pleasure, sir, to invite you as a speaker to this auspicious occasion. I request Mr. Prakash Rao Kollaram, sir, please give a few of your contributions to this gathering, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I really appreciate it. Cybersecurity and ethics, that is righteousness, what to do, what not to do in cybersecurity. Mostly this particular topic and the message I'm going to give goes to the hackers, adversaries, but they don't listen because their nature is to attack. We are on the defense side. So how do we follow the basic principles of ethics, the righteousness, and protect, defend ourselves. And if necessary, attack the attackers. That's what we used to do when I was in the government. Attack the attackers also. We had to do that to disable them. That way, that stops them from further attacks. What to do, what not to do is very important in cyber security. A lot of people, especially here who are in the education research areas, in the university environment, your basic fundamental view, objective is to educate as many people as possible and keep the systems open, that way they will learn. And this is where your protection from hackers becomes very, very critical. One side, you have to keep your research work open, fundamental research, non-proprietary, which benefits the world. That itself opens up vulnerabilities for people to attack, the bad guys to attack. So number one is have a good risk management process in place. That means you have to identify the vulnerabilities, identify the threats and the probability of risk occurring, and that is the risk analysis. Now you have to come up with risk impact. If risk really triggers, if a hacker really exploits the vulnerability, what is the impact? And then, now comes the ethics part. Everybody thinks that their system, their information is extremely valuable in the organization. It's a natural thing. So it is the ethics that we must follow here to assign low, medium, high risk impact for your system. Do not say that, oh, my system, my information is extremely, extremely valuable. The world collapses if somebody exploits my system. That's not right. Because it costs a lot of money. Cybersecurity controls, they cost a lot of money. So if you unnecessarily use your influence with the head of department or the principal of the college or the vice chancellor, whoever at the top level, then if you consume the funds, that leaves less funds for the other people who really need it. So you have to be judicious and very honest in making assessment whether your system, your application, your information, your research work, if it is exploited, whether it is low, medium, or high. That's where ethics come into play. The second thing is, do not be overconfident of the security controls you have in place. That's called false sense of security. Oh, you think that, I'm protected. No problem, no problem. No, don't do that. You got to be very honest and candid about it. And tell your information technology people that, hey, these are my vulnerabilities. These are my risks. These are the threats. Please recommend me what's good for my applications. I was so impressed the other day when Dr. I have a name here, Pavanjit Kaur. She presented the artificial intelligence 12 steps in her presentation that represents the each step and where the AI can be utilized, each step. It was quite impressive. So in all your works, you have those steps. You have to have them defined because the systems engineering approach, as Dr. Srinivasrao was saying, is a systems engineering approach. You have to identify all these things at the beginning. For each step that you have, identify the vulnerabilities you have there, the threats, the potential threats, and then the risk impact. And then you got to put a dollar value or rupee value, whatever. You have to have that. And then you define your cybersecurity controls for each step. And then only you move forward. After the planning is in place, after the cybersecurity countermeasures are in place, that's when you have to execute your plan and then be cautious at every step and collect the metrics, collect the lessons learned, and then keep adjusting. Like in any kind of a governance where you have to keep learning lessons and apply back like a feedback and keep improving it. With the limited time I have, this is what I wanted to say. I look forward for another opportunity where I can give a detailed lecture on this topic. Thank you very much again for this opportunity. Any questions for me?
Yeah, sir. Good evening, sir. Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Sir, Pavanjit Kaur's presentation, at the end you said, where cybersecurity can be employed in all these steps. She also gave some explanation, but still you have an answer.
Yeah, I think you have two sessions, Professor Mary Sunanda. I think you have two Zoom sessions open. That's where the feedback is coming. I see you twice on the screen here. So thank you for the comment. So I do have an answer to that. That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
In fact, we tried to accommodate Dr. Kularam to give a talk. He is really very, very knowledgeable, both from the textbooks as well as from his personal experience. Yesterday, I was watching a movie. The guy who is number one throughout, he was thrown out for not giving a job. He asked why. They said, okay, you studied books, that is fine. You studied, you replicated it. That is not what we want. You were the life experience. That is what is, because that filters even the mistakes in the books, a life experience. So he is the guy. So in fact, he has more than 45 years of experience in cybersecurity only. So we tried, but due to some unavoidable circumstances, both from Sidvi side, from Dr. Kolaram's side, we were not able to do that one. Definitely, we would like to have the stage for him on Sydney platform to give a talk. In fact, when I tried this time, he said his interest is participation from the audience. In fact, actually, even on the artificial intelligence, uh, um, the speaker told the same thing. Only when people, audience, interact, then only it will be fruitful and meaningful, and it gives more encouragement to the speaker because he has his knowledge. That knowledge you have to channelize. If you don't, simply it goes. A river starts in Himalayas, simply goes into Bay of Bengal. It's a waste. The only river, not even a single drop goes to sea is Kaveri River. That's why the Kaveri River basin, whole thing is a land of gold. So, like that one, when somebody is there and with his um, facet knowledge, he want to share, people have to interact. So, we will take such an opportunity for him so that people can interact and also make use of it. That's why we said, no, don't hurry now. We will have it separately. So this is basically what has happened. And your question, Mary, if I may say, call you Mary, is valid, and he has answer because I heard his lectures. So that's why I'm telling. Definitely, we will have a perfect, satisfiable answer because some of the things, unless you come from the point A, from alphabets, you can't write a novel. So you are asking almost at the preface of the novel. So that's why he said he has answered and he kept quiet. So we will definitely try to do that one. And today, I know Gayatri personally. She is also another moving encyclopedia. Coming from a journalist, I personally like her. So that's why it was very, very interesting. And I learned another thing, how fast the cycle, the generations change. Still today, if you ask me to give a talk, I write it to my presentation and do that one. I like that one. Nowadays, in fact, that Dr. Shukla, he showed a program called a napkin. It can create all sorts of wonders. We we lack behind it. So she used that technique, I guess, a house, building the house, starting from the framework, how to build multi-story thing. It is a really, really eye-catching example and very, very useful, and that is good. Hmm. Another thing, my personally, Neetu is also here. I may call her Neetu. She is also another enchanting, beautiful young lady. She gave a talk, a really, really eye opener, and every youngster youngster has to see that at least the video, the 42 days of motherhood. People, youngsters, they don't know what they are missing. In fact, if you look at Krishna's photo, that Yashoda carrying him, and the mother, the Bal Krishna lying on her breast, and the mother's satisfaction. The artist in her eyes, he shows it. It is a sacred. There is no vulgarity in it. A sacred God-given gift, and that point Neetu brought, which is really, really great. And in the beginning, I thought, no, I don't know. I mean, I'm a technical guy. What can I hear? But I repented myself because it revitalized my way of thinking. what real mother is and what real mother-child, mother-baby relationship. Because when a lady mother is breastfeeding, the boy, one finger, one hand he will have on her breast and looking at her mother, so that eye to eye contact is beyond, it is only a feeling one has to feel. It is beyond explanation. How much you explain, it is still short. That is how I feel. And coming to Paranjit Kaur, she is really fantastic. And I wanted to recommend her. In fact, I already spoke. If she is here, I would like to get her email or phone number, because Andhra Pradesh Academy of Sciences, which is the government of Andhra Pradesh, it is a sciences academy. Academy of Sciences. I would like to have on her dais give the same presentation. She is being a chemist. She talked wonderful, without any hesitation, crystal clear, as if she is a master of the subject in artificial intelligence. I wanted to, actually, I strongly recommended, and they agreed. So, in fact, I would like to correspond with her and see whether she can present. So, such a wonderful talk. She took it to a different realm. And Dr. Shukla is another guy who has demonstrated, it's almost hands-on. You can see the 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 I don't want to say experimental. It is not the question. It is actually creating somebody or readying somebody to go into the market of jobs. So, like that one, he demonstrated. In fact, I also would like to have his presentation. I gave my email address. Please send me your presentation, because only after listening to his talk, I felt like writing a, a research article, a comparison between. In fact, I changed the title also. This title I am telling you, the title I am saying is okay, comparative approach to both Sanutana in the bracket, that is recent, Sanutana artificial intelligence, to Sanatana, which is old, Homum, that is Havan. So this is what I am going to write, because there are a lot of similarities. Please mind me, although I prevent everybody, I am taking much time because I was so excited in this one. Just let me, I make note of everything. He has systematically brought into the attention how a concept comes, and that concept matures and goes. And here he has given both positive, the matured consequence, positive consequence, and negative consequence. This is a wonderful thing. And in this case of Homa, Sanatana Dharma, we start with a purpose and then take it to the application point of view and see what are the positive aspects and negative aspects. So this is, by comparing it, I just wanted to write a brief what arises, what is the cause, how you arise. Same thing in the case of AI. Or how arising means you train it. Unless you train it, it won't do anything. It's not a voodoo magic. So that is arising its potential. So mantra is arising the potential of Homa. So this is with all those things I told to Aruna, although I don't have really any energy, I told her I will write at least 3-4 pages short paper. So I want, please send me your presentation, because I couldn't read the small letters. So I have to download, print it, write it, and then prepare, and I have to submit within one month. All those speakers, please write paper and submit it by at the most September 15th. And Kolaram Saab, if you can, please write, although you didn't present it, you have done the cyber security, because she wants to include in her journal. With that one, please forgive me for giving a long-winded talk. I will hand over to Aruna so that she can do next step. Thank you. Okay, Aruna. Thank you for giving this opportunity. I mean, she didn't give, I took the liberty. Please forgive me on that one. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. Whatever a small lacuna we missed our Prakash Rao Kollaram sir, that also has been fulfilled by his great presence on this day. Thank you so much, both of you, for sparing your valuable time and valuable suggestions all the time as elderly and godly persons of Sidvi Foundation. Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you. And with the permission of all the stalwarts present over here, if anybody wish to spare and wish to speak a few words, I request from the participant side, as in the form of a feedback, for 1 or 2 minutes, it is welcome, so as to go for vote of thanks.
Okay.
Good evening, ma'am. Today's star speaker is Dr. Gayatri Indrakanti, ma'am. She chose a apt topic, to speak to all of us. She mentioned some of the things that are in regularly we use in our day-to-day this thing. They are very much useful, and we need to recall them. Some of the things that she talked about is look into the mirror, and then so that talks that gives us confidence to have eye contact, not constant eye contact, but agreeing in the fraction of a second. So there are so many things how children observe parents. That is the first step where the people humble, like parents humble. So there are certain things in her presentation which I felt they are dear to my heart, and also every listener might have enjoyed her contribution to Sidvi is also great. She participates in all the events carried out by Sidvi. Okay, once again, thank you, Gayatri Indraganti garu, for coming here and also sharing your thoughts on this occasion. I thank the other speakers also, including Aruna Nakella Madam's Guru Garu, like Srinivas Rao sir and Dr. Prakash Kollaram Garu, Richmond, USA. Your presence really highlighted this evening, Very, very, very much thankful to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your active and valuable participation every day on this platform. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. And with this, with the permission of all the stalwarts present over here, I would like to go for vote of thanks. Before that, anybody wish to say anything again?
Yeah, I have one small a request, Aruna. We
Yes, sir.
have, I can see in the list some youngsters. Uh, can you please ask any one of the youngsters? I'm sure maybe it's one of your student. I don't know. At least to come and say how they feel and what their impression is, what experience they have. I think that should be a really a highlighting thing because everybody is in a learning circle. So we are all old macaws, but let the youngsters also come to that one. So you can call any of your students or youngsters whom you see in the list to come and say their opinion.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, exactly. I request Satyavati ma'am. Satyavati ma'am, would you can you speak a few words, ma'am, regarding our event?
Yes,
Subhapriya ma'am.
everyone.
See, the
Yeah,
Namaste,
way
ma'am.
ma'am.
to
Good
Satyavati
evening.
handle
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
See, the way to handle this is anybody below 40 years, please talk. Then everybody will talk.
She already
Pranam,
came. She already came. Okay.
Good.
good evening, everyone. I'm Satyavati. It's a really wonderful session to me. I'm like a just my situation in these Sidvi Foundation sessions. What is my situation? I'm unable to speak that much fluency in English. I can use Hindi and English. It was little comfortable to me. I'm searching for vocabulary. What I have to speak. Every
You,
time I
you,
want to interact with all the people, but I'm searching for the vocabulary. How do I speak in the you are giving lecture very fluent way.
okay.
I was
You
wondering
can
about
talk,
those.
you can talk in Hindi. That
I'm
is
getting
fine.
knowledge from these sessions. Sir, I started my journey for last 3 years as a lecturer, degree college lecturer. That last year onwards, I am participating Sidvi classes, webinars. So, until I think I'm unable to do anything. When I meet with her, I can also do something. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
She,
Please continue, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
you are audible.
Okay, okay. Yes, it was really a wonderful platform for me to getting knowledge, and I'm inspiring. I'm inspired by so many people. Yes, it was very wonderful session, sir, and it was very nice to meet all of you in this platform. It was unable. मुझे आपके मतलब क्या है कि इतने सारे लोगों से एक साथ मिलने का मौका कभी भी आएगी करके मैंने सोचा भी नहीं। इतना नॉलेज पीपल के साथ मैं बैठ के सुनूंगी, नॉलेज गेन करेंगे, ऐसा मैं कभी भी सोचा भी नहीं था। इसकी प्लेटफॉर्म की वजह से, मैम की वजह से मुझे ये सब मिल रहे हैं। सो आई एम रियली थैंकफुल टू यू मैम एंड फॉर एनकरेजिंग मी। थैंक यू सर।
You are speaking beautiful English.
थैंक यू सर।
You got excellent vocabulary. Wonderful. Wonderful.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू। Sir, I recently joined in a PhD program. मतलब admission I'm taken PhD with the help of my classmate Dr. Govindra suggested me this platform. He sent the link and he suggested me to you have to join every session. Then you can get some knowledge. It will help to your career. Then I started to join and listening all these things and getting knowledge. It was very happy to me, sir. Like a I don't know. अब जब नए-नए बच्चे उनका एलकेजी पूरा खत्म करके प्राइमरी स्कूल में जाते हैं ना, उस टाइम उसको क्या आपको उनके सामने सब कुछ दिखाई देते हैं, अमेजिंग लगता है। मतलब टीचर्स, फर्नीचर, डेकोरेटिंग थिंग्स सब कुछ वाव वाव ऐसा लगता है। मुझे भी आपके साथ मीटिंग में जॉइन करते समय ऐसे लगता है। वाव सच ए रियली इट्स गुड, अमेजिंग। Whatever was going in my life, that was really nice. आपके साथ मिलने के लिए। मैंने इतने सारे सब्जेक्ट्स के एक्सपर्ट से साथ बैठ के नॉलेज शेयर कर एक्वायर कर रही हूँ। ये तो मेरे लिए गॉड गिफ्ट, रियली मैम, रियली। I never think. I after my marriage, I spent time 13 years with my family, my children. Uh, my husband was working in that time he was working in army. That's why I have to take the responsibility of my family. After that, I'm again come to the education teaching profession. It was really encouraging me, this platform. स्पीचलेस सर, मुझे मौका दिया तो मैं बात कहते ही रहती हूँ। ऐसा है मेरी सिचुएशन अभी।
Excellent, excellent. Sidvi Foundation and this particular conference platform is something that brings everybody together, all of us, because we're all good in what we do. Then this platform converges all our knowledge so that we all get benefited from here. Extremely well said. Thank you.
Satyavati, in this one, I'm just
Thank
telling
you, sir.
you,
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for giving this.
in everybody's
Sir.
life, there is a starting point. You are a
Yes, sir.
wonderful speaker. I'm telling my uh, uh, a nugget, golden nugget, which I never forget. Yesterday I mentioned I studied in Dhanbad, Hindi. I don't know, I'm from a very rural Andhra. When I went there, I tried to show off my Hindi. So I called the chowkidar. Hey chowkidar, आओ. दो लड़के लाओ. Then that fellow was shocked. I mean, one ladki is fine. दो लड़की लाओ. Then he said, आप क्या करते हैं साहब लड़की से? चूल्हे में डालने के लिए, because in winter it is cold. तो चूल्हे में डालने के लिए. Then that fellow said, oh my God,
luckily.
for luckily you wanted. So these are the things happen. So only by life experience, only when you come. That's why I want everybody to ask questions. Though the only that learning curve. We didn't become so strong one overnight. We worked, and I'm sure there is a lot of scientific talent in youngsters. Always, the younger generation is smarter than older generation. This is not my saving. Kalidasa, he said that one. I am smarter than my father. He himself declared it. I am smarter than my father. My father is smarter than his father. My son will be smarter than me. The reason is time is moving. With the time, we have to move. Time is flying. So our intelligence has to fly. So everybody, the younger generation is very, very smart. You guys are more smarter than us. So come jump out of the boundaries of shyness and participate, then only you improve. So with that one, I'm sorry, I couldn't control. When you say हम हिंदी में बोलता है इंग्लिश नहीं. And from that time onwards, with that ladaki experience, I never spoke in Hindi. That is fine with me.
Actually, I'm from Srikakulam, sir. I'm very.
Okay.
मेरे हस्बैंड की वजह से मुझे हिंदी थोड़ा आती है, उनके साथ
Okay.
घूमने गई थी, तो इसलिए वजह से इंग्लिश
Okay.
इज आई हैव टू सर्च फॉर vocabulary. That's why I'm use my knowledge of Hindi.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Actually, like to meet you, but time had not permitted me. So very soon we can meet, ma'am. Today only on my table I saw your certificate and I remembered you, Satyavati ma'am. So thank you,
Okay.
ma'am. Thank you so much. And
Thank you,
vote
ma'am.
of thanks.
Thank you, Ananda. I'm just unmuting.
So let me take this opportunity to give my heartfelt vote of thanks for this 7-day international lecture series Think Beyond Braces 2026, Bridging Disciplines. Respected dignitaries, distinguished speakers, esteemed academicians, researchers, faculty members, dear participants and well-wishers, as we come to the conclusion of the this last day, that is 8th day, International Lecture Series Think Beyond Braces 2026, it gives me immense pleasure and gratitude to propose my vote of thanks. First and foremost, I express my heartfelt gratitude to all our esteemed resource persons and distinguished speakers who generously shared their knowledge, expertise, experiences, and inspiring perspectives with us. And each session has opened new avenues of thought and encouraged us to look beyond conventional boundaries. The very essence of Think Beyond has been the bridging disciplines and connecting ideas, encouraging innovation, and to create meaningful learning experiences among the nations and among all the academicians and researchers. And I'm delighted that our distinguished speakers have truly brought this vision to life through their insightful and thought provoking sessions. Thanks, all my dignitaries and all my distinguished speakers. And I extend my sincere thanks to the leadership and management of Sidvi Foundation Vishakhapatnam and SSRD Hyderabad for their constant encouragement, support, and commitment towards promoting education, research, innovation, and interdisciplinary learning. And my special appreciation goes to our organizing team, coordinators, technical team, moderators, volunteers, and all those working behind the screen. Your dedication and coordination made it possible to conduct all these 7 days of the program smoothly and successfully. I also extend my heartfelt thanks to every participant, faculty member, researcher, scholar, and student who joined us and actively contributed to this intellectual journey. Your presence, questions, and interactions and enthusiasm have made this lecture series very meaningful. Over these Think Beyond all the days, we have not merely listened to lectures, we have shared ideas, challenged perspectives, explored possibilities, and extended our horizons. This journey may be concluding today, but the spirit of Think Beyond must be continue as we are again coming back next year on this Think Beyond lecture series. Because already last year also we had organized the same and this year, and I would like to make it to be continued over the years. And then let us carry forward the message of this series: think beyond boundaries, think beyond disciplines, think beyond limitations, and sky is only the limit for all of us. And most importantly, think beyond what is already known. So may the knowledge and inspiration gained during all these days translate into innovative research, meaningful collaborations, responsible action, and positive transformation in society. Once again, I express my deepest gratitude to everyone who contributed to the success of Think Beyond Races 2026. And one more thing I would like to announce as a CEO of Sidvi Foundation. So, what exactly you gained from this lecture series? You all the participants you can make as a review paper, and we are ready to publish that review paper in our journal. And I request all the dignitaries and all the speakers, please make your papers within a month. You can take some days, some time also, some extended time also, and please try to share your valuable insights and inputs on a paper, and through a research paper we are going to publish in our journal. With these words, I conclude the vote of thanks. Thank you all for being and the integral part of the wonderful
Please,
intellectual journey.
please, everybody, unmute yourself and give a clap to Aruna. Please unmute yourself and then give a clap. To Aruna.
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you.
Madam, feedback form.
And I had shared the feedback form in the chat box, and I'll be sharing in the group also and personally to you also. Please share your valuable feedback with us. And I request Rajshekhar sir, please play Janaganamana, National Anthem. I request all of you to please stand before your devices to join your tones for Janaganamana.
विनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे
Jai Hind. Jai Hind. Thanks a lot. Have a wonderful day. Let us meet in another wonderful event in very soon. Thank you so much. Thank you. And officially, I am concluding and I am ending this meeting to all.